flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Welcome, everybody. And moving forward. First, I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda as posted and sent to the news media 24 hours prior to the meeting.
I move we approve the agenda.
I'll second.
That motion by Mr. Davies, second by Mr. Lamos. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. So we have the leadership statement. The City of Hampton endeavors at all times to promote and model the principle of the professionalism, trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenships. In conducting this evening's meetings, we expect that all participants will act in a respectful manner consistent with those principles. Thank you. Next, we have the council workshop report that is available online from January the 5th. I won't read it to you for obvious reasons, but it is there if you'd like to review that. Next item, we have public comment. Is there anybody got any public comment this evening? Not seeing any movement, not hearing anything. We will move on. We have no public hearings. We have no old business. We'll go to new business, and that's to consider the approval of the water tower lease renewal between the City of Hampton and Woolstock Mutual Telephone Association. Mr. Dunt.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a lease renewal. This is for Woolstock Mutual Telephone Association renting space on our water tower for some of their equipment for their internet service, wireless internet service that they provide to customers throughout the city. I'll just talk a little bit about the term. It's a 1-year term. And then on number 4, rent. The rent shall be $1,050 per month. That's an increase of 5% from last year. It was $1,000. And there's a lot of stuff to this. I didn't plan on covering it all, but it's a renewal, so I'd answer any questions if I.
Well, there's no other changes other than
No.
the amount.
Correct.
All right. Any other questions for Mr. Dunt on the lease renewal?
I'm just curious, Ron, is this the only lease that we have for our wire towers currently?
It is, yeah.
All right. If there's no other questions, I'd entertain a motion to approve the water tower lease renewal between City of Hampton and Woolstock Mutual Telephone Association.
So moved.
Second?
A motion by Mr. Creepy, second by Mr. Holmstrom. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have to entertain a motion to approve the claims as submitted by staff in the amount of $160,586.16.
I move we approve the claims.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Davies, second by Ms. Fay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have a resolution. This is the resolution establishing a local length of service and award program, otherwise known as LOSAP, for volunteer firefighters and reserve police officers. Mr. Dunt.
Thank you, Mayor. Whereas on June 3rd, 2025, Governor Kim Reynolds approved and signed House File 1002, an act authorizing and establishing the Length of Service Award Program, or LOSAP, for volunteer firefighters and reserve police officers. And whereas House File 1002 was designed to establish a tax deferred benefit program under the Internal Revenue Code for municipalities that elect to participate, and to provide a local match to qualify for State of Iowa 3-to-1 matching funds for each qualifying participant. And whereas the Hampton Fire Department and the Hampton Police Department will adopt guidelines providing for eligibility requirements for participation in the LoSAP, setting forth minimum vesting requirements and annual qualifying scoring criteria. And whereas the City of Hampton agrees to contribute local matching funds of $167 for each volunteer firefighter and reserve police officer that meets the eligibility criteria as set forth in the Hampton Fire Department and Hampton Police Department LoSAP guidelines. And whereas the City of Hampton will annually certify to the State of Iowa the local match data necessary for each qualifying participant to receive the state 3-to-1 grant match maximum of $500. And whereas annually the local city matching funds and state grant matching funds will be transferred to an outside independent financial account managed by an independent financial advisor to be held for the required vesting period. Now therefore be it resolved by the Hampton City Council approves and adopts LoSAP and authorizes the local funding match of $167 per qualifying participant through this resolution 2026-01. And then there's also attached the Hampton Fire Department LoSAP guidelines. Basically, this is a point system. In order for Hampton firefighters to be considered active and eligible to receive the LoSAP benefits, they each would have to have 100 credit points by June 30th of each year. And the point system is listed below by bullets. 5 points credited for each call in which firefighter responds, 3 points credited for each drill attended, 3 points credited for each meeting attended, 5 points credited for every 2 hours of attendance in a recognized training course, 25 points credited for the completion of a 1-year term as appointed or elected officer. Hampton Fire Department, 5 points will be awarded for every 2 hours of collateral duties such as apparatus and building maintenance, administrative duties, or fire prevention activities. In exchange for the completion of 100 credits per fiscal year, each fire department member will receive $167 from the city placed into a retirement account set up by their fiscal agent. The city will then, the state will have a matching number of 3-to-1. The matching funds are established by Iowa Code 100B 51, paragraph 1 for fire departments with annual budgets under $100,000. House File 1002 was signed into law by the Governor June 2nd, 2025. The vesting period is authorized to be 5 years for eligible fire department members. Any questions?
Mr. Lamos?
So each firefighter gets to pick their own financial advisor?
No, I think it's going to go to one financial advisor. It'll have to be agreed upon.
What are the criteria for the reserve officers?
It hasn't been established yet, but it's not required to be established at the time of this resolution, but the chief is going to establish some.
Okay, thank you.
Gene has a question.
Yep. Gee.
So how many volunteer firefighters and reserve police do we have?
I think we have 25 firefighters, Rory? Yes. Okay, 25 volunteer firefighters and 2 reserve police officers. And Rory from the fire department is here in case anybody has any specific questions for him. So this is essentially the legislature and the governor wanted to do this for recruitment and retention of the volunteers and reserve officers, where they're both paid. So, but it's a recruitment and a retention tool.
So is this something we need to address in our budget?
Yeah, I have included that in my proposal, and it's going to amount to a little over $4,000.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for Rory or Mr. Dont? And on a personal note, I think this is a positive thing for us. I know we have volunteer fire department, but it's really nice when they're there when you need them. So there's something like this that we can do as a city for them to help them out. I think it's amazing. So just my two cents worth. Any other questions? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve Resolution 2026-01.
I'll make a motion to approve the
Second
firefighter
it.
service agreement with reserve officers also.
All right, a motion by Mr. Lamos, a second by Ms. Griffey. This will be a roll call vote. Ms. Griffey,
Aye.
Mr. Lamos,
Aye.
Mr. Holmstrom,
Aye.
sorry, Ms. Fay,
Aye.
and Mr. Davies.
Aye.
And noting that Ms. Rhodey is absent tonight, but that the resolution does pass, so thank you. Next, we move on to ordinance 409. This is an ordinance amending section 69.08 for the Hampton Municipal Code, adding subsections for additional no parking space. So I'd like to run through that real quick for us,
Yeah.
Ron.
Yeah, so this would be 3rd Avenue Southeast. On the south side would be amended to show from 4th Street Southeast westerly to the alley between 4th Street and 3rd Street Southeast, no parking. This is the final reading, and then if it's approved, it will go to publication, and then signs can be put up.
Right. Any further discussion on that? Any questions with that? I know we've had our 2 readings. This is the 3rd one. So if there's no other discussion, I would entertain a motion to approve the 3rd and final reading of ordinance 5409.
I would move final reading of ordinance 409.
Got a motion by Mr. Davies,
I'll second.
second by Ms. Fay. It's also a roll call vote. Ms. Fay,
Aye.
Ms. Griffey,
Aye.
Mr. Lamos,
Aye.
Mr. Holmstrom,
Aye.
and Mr. Davies.
Aye.
Thank you. Next, we have the consent agenda consisting of approves the previous meeting minutes for Monday, December 22nd, regular session. Schedule the next regular session for Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. At 6 p.m. in the City Council chambers, and approve alcohol licensing for Rustic Brew, 117 First Street Northwest, and El Val Tienda, 2212 First Avenue Northwest. I'd entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make
moved.
I'll second.
Who's the motion? Ms. Griffey? Second by Mr. Lamos. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Chief Morrison, we're down to our staff reports. You are up.
I don't have a whole lot to add to Monday night's meeting. The only thing I do have is the Police Citizens Academy is coming up. We're currently taking applications with the first date set to be February 11th. And that'll go through March 12th, which will be the graduation at the council meeting there, so. Applications are open. That's all I got, unless there's questions.
Any questions for Chief Morrison?
You can go. I can give you one of these pamphlets, otherwise it's on the city's website, right there at the bottom. Sure.
I think you should probably go. It ran. I think you should go.
I will go.
It'd be fun. Thank you, sir. Mr. Tar.
Thank you, Mayor. Had court and district court today, this afternoon. We had 2 cases. The judge did rule from the bench, so we did we will be taking possession of 321 Federal Street South and 416 First Street Southwest. I'll start working on the asbestos abatement and testing process here next few weeks, and get those 2 ready for demolition here at some point. I don't know what that's going to look like, if we're going to burn or if we're going to just demolish utilizing equipment. I don't know yet. And then other than that, not much change since Monday. I think Jim had a question earlier today about the garage door at the water tower.
Yeah, I was wondering, does that replace the original one? Do you know?
Since I've been here, Jim, we've replaced a couple panels, and I don't know prior to me if it had ever been replaced, but we'd suffered a little bit of damage with some of the windstorms we've had. And then it's a heated area where we will keep our mini excavator in there, for heated storage. And so this time we got an insulated door to replace it with too, so we should get some energy cost, hopefully, and some savings there.
And could you repeat those addresses?
Yes, sir. 321 Federal Street South
Okay,
and 416 First Street Southwest.
okay, thanks.
Mr. Lamos.
How's our salt and sand supply holding up?
We're solid. Yeah, we're still looking pretty good.
Thank you.
Good. All right. Any questions for Mr. Tar? Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Dunt.
Thank you, Mayor. Continue to work on the budgeting process and also researching housing initiatives, setting up the 2026 goal setting process, and then a reminder to the council and the public, the budget workshop Monday, where we will hear entity funding requests in person. And I'd answer any questions if anybody has any.
Questions for Mr. Tar, or Mr. Dunt, sorry.
That's all right.
All right, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Council reports, let's start with Mr. Davies.
The Knights of Columbus will be taking down the nativity scene in the band shell this Sunday. Hopefully the weather cooperates a little bit on that. And I will be preparing on behalf of the Hampton Historic Preservation Commission. The certified local government has an annual report that needs to be done every year, and then I'll give that presentation to the council. And we hope to have all that done by the end of January. At least the report, the presentation could be in February, depending on what's on our agendas. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Mr. Lamos.
No comment tonight.
All right, thank you, sir. Ms. Creepy.
I'll try to make this work. I just wanted to say, I hope everybody did have a good holiday season, and I'd like to thank all of our local people that chose to shop locally. And just remember, when you shop where you live, the whole community benefits from that. My new year has kicked off with a feisty bout of influenza, so get your flu shots, everybody. It hasn't been fun. Still working on the Chamber Appreciation Dinner, which is February 14th. We still need nominations to come in for people that you think deserve Leadership Award, Community Pride Award, Business Award, Member Award, Organization Award. We're open to all nominations, and we'll be voting on those this month at the next Chamber Board meeting. Just to finish off, I'm heartbroken over the tragedy that occurred in Minnesota yesterday, and I'm praying that we as Americans can do better than this. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Holmstrom.
No report tonight.
All right, thank you. Ms. Fay.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for the opportunity to serve the city of Hampton. I'm really looking forward to this. Also, since Jim didn't bring it up, I attended the housemaid movie, which was a collaboration between the Friends of the Hampton Public Library and the Windsor Theater that went really well. A bunch of us decided we were going to go on Sunday so we could all go together. And it was a read the book, see the movie thing. And they ended up with 71 people attending, which was great. I was so excited when I got there. There was a line out the door to get in. So that was really exciting. They are, for those who really love the book, they are going to be doing a movie of the next book in the series. And then also, they're going to team up again in March to do another read the book, see the movie event. So I hope everybody will hop on board that. It was lots of fun. That's all I got.
All right, thank you. Mayor's report, I only got one thing. I just want to welcome all the new and old council members. I know that the election has been a while back, but we're in the new year, and we're ready to hit the ground running, and let's just move into this thing with a positive attitude and move forward and get some stuff done. And that's all I got. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn this regular session.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Frey, second by Mr. Holmstrom. All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.